Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So guys, in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Havit mouse. So this mouse came with the Havit bundle. Now, I made a video a while ago and I kinda gave it really harsh criticism because the only game I played was Fortnite. So we're going to be trying to review this once again, so let's get into it. So when you first get the mouse, right, this is a brand new one, so it actually has mouse feet and it's covered at the bottom, so it has plastic, so you're actually gonna have to remove that. That's one thing I did not do because it was really hard to see, but it actually has these little mouse feet, so once you take them out it glides a little bit better. So we're actually gonna unwrap this cable, hold on, and we are going to be testing the mouse. So it actually does have a mouse software, so the link to it will be in the description, so I'm gonna plug it in real quick. Alright, so if you take a look at it, it looks quite nice. The RGB colors that it has is really nice. And yeah, so as I do have my injured finger, so ignore that. But as I put my fingers on it, let's test out the clicking. Alright, try jitter click. That's what it sounds like. So on the mouse we have the scroll wheel. So there's a DPI button right here, and there's a color mode that you can change the colors. So it actually turns it off, and it has a couple modes that you can choose from. So there is the software, so I'm gonna have to download it. Alright guys, so the Havit, so this actually is my video right here. So in the description of this other video, in this video as well, I will also include the link to the Google Drive. So anyway, so when you click it, right, because this is the Google Drive that belongs to the Havit company. I don't know why, but this is the only way you're able to download it. So you're going to want to click download. Click downloads, save, and now we're going to open when done. So there we go. The mouse software, it's on just like that. It was so simple. So as you can see, there's like a loading indicator. So once that loads, that means it's connecting with the mouse. Once that finishes, so here you can actually remap the mouse. So it looks like they have updated it, which is pretty nice. You can map the keys. You can program it the way that you want your mouse buttons to be. I'm gonna leave it as default because that's how I use it. Next, we're going to go to advanced, and we have all these different DPI values, and yeah, so there's actually up to 6 different ones where you can change when you cycle through them. So what happens is when you click the DPI button, those are the ones that are saved to the mouse. So yeah, I'm going to keep it as 800 DPI because I like it at that. Then there's also the light, so LED status. There's all these options for the cursor, different color modes like rainbow, flow light, and etc. There's even macros that you can create for the mouse, and you can change the language to English, Russian, or German. So now we're going to be looking at the mouse once again. Once again, guys, here is the mouse. So we are actually going to be going to change one of the color modes to show you guys that it works. So let's do colorful light. Let's click apply. So now as you can see, it's changing, and that is the mode. So yeah, so the one problem I had was that the mouse was a little bit weird, but it was because I use a G502. So this is my Logitech G203, or sorry, G403, and you can see that the shape is pretty similar. Like, it looks quite similar, other than the fact that the front here is a little bit it's like curved at the front, but other than that, like, they feel really similar other than the quality of the material. So this one is a little bit more, like, you can hear how it sounds. This one's more like smooth. This one's more smooth and well-rounded. This one is a bit more rough. It's not really rough, but that's kind of a way that I want to describe it as. but it's not bad. Like, it's pretty comfortable. And yeah, so we're actually going to play some games now, and we're going to test it out. Okay guys, so I have something else I need to include with the mouse. So what I find is when you're scrolling, not scrolling, but when you're actually using, okay, so let's take a look at the G403, right? So if I scroll left and right, like, it feels more smooth, right? Because of the polling rate, because this is set at 1000 for polling rate. But this one right here, I believe it's a 500, so it's kind of hard to see on camera, but the way that I would describe it, it feels a little bit more laggy. I believe because it has a slightly slower polling rate, but it's really not that bad, like, once you get used to it. But since I'm used to using like a higher poll rate mouse, it feels more smooth compared to the other one. But it's not that bad considering, you know, the price that you pay for the keyboard and the mouse combo together. Okay, so guys, overall, the mouse is decent. Like, it's not bad. It feels pretty comfortable. I will not lie, it is comfortable for my hands. But the problem I have is the lift-off distance. So I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Guys, so here I am in a practice session in Valorant. So one thing I don't like is the lift-off distance. Now the problem is if you keep your mouse above the table or like your mouse pad and you move it just ever so slightly like that, I'm not touching the mouse pad, but if you move it left and right, it still like moves on its own, and I don't like that. That is a problem. Like when you're turning corners in this game and you have to move to the right, sometimes you end up like, and you need to move your mouse and you lift your mouse up, it moves your character still, and I don't like that about the mouse because it kind of throws your aim off a little bit. Now the second thing, and I talked about this in my previous video, is the mouse side buttons. Look at the Logitech G403, okay? So this is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to click, and then when I click my second mouse button, it's supposed to switch to my gun. Do the same thing. I'm shooting, in the middle of shooting, click the second button. So let me do it again. Shooting, switch to the second mouse button while I'm still holding down the shoot button. Right? The same, if I try doing the same thing with this mouse, then this is a brand new mouse that I got, and it's a similar problem to what I had with my original Havit mouse. It's the same problem. You click, if I click, and then I click the side button, nothing happens. It still shoots. It doesn't switch my gun. But if I'm not shooting, but if I click the mouse button, it switches to my pistol. So there is still ghosting in the mouse where you cannot switch your guns unless you let go and click. But a lot of people ask me, can you aim and shoot at the same time? And the answer is yes. You can still aim and shoot at the same time, but it just has to do with the mouse buttons on the side. On the side where you're unable to, you know, hold down the fire button and change your weapon and whatnot. Other than those two problems, it is still a pretty solid mouse for the price, especially since you're getting it with the combo, with the keyboard and the wrist rest. It is not a bad mouse. I do believe there are better options out there because I don't like the little bit of a delay that it has and the lift off with the mouse. See, like, I'm not touching it. Again, I'm not touching the mouse pad, yet my game is still, like, it's still moving a little bit, and I don't like that, especially when you're trying to hit corners or, you know, trying to move your mouse in a specific way. You just can't because it kind of moves your mouse a little too much. As for my final remarks, guys, so just take a look at this. So the mouse does have a nice shape, a nice regular standard mouse shape, which should be good for most people. It is a little bit more wide than I'm used to, but other than that, it's not a bad mouse. I would recommend it for people to use. And for the most part, as long as you take care of it, it should last a while. It's built pretty good. No, there's no rattling, no nothing. It's built good. It's good quality build. Like right now, I'm squeezing on it. you don't hear no plastic or no nothing. Like, there's no any noise, there's no crippling, there's nothing. It's good, it's awesome. So other than that, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about my review, if I explained well enough so that I can give you guys an understanding of if you should get the mouse combo or not. And yeah, peace out, leave a like, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.